Hey guys, alright, so I froze earlier, I don't know why, but happy Dark Moon and happy Witchy Wednesday. So yeah, today in traditional craft we don't do too much, it's pretty quiet. We just do quiet contemplation and, inner work, and we can either, use the moon's energy of the dark of the moon to influence people's minds for the good or the bad. So yeah, it's been really nice, really peaceful morning, just kind of hanging out with Hecate. So, alright, we have the rest of the wands to go through today, and we're going to start out with the Eight of Wands, and this is a very, very beautiful one. So, it looks like all kinds of energy is hitting all kinds of, every cortex of the brain, every lobe of the brain, everything of the brain. So, creativity, a lot of creativity in the Eight of Wands, or that's what I perceive anyway, so. Alright, so we have the Eight of Wands. High vibe. Growth, power, new opportunities for forward movement, focus, psychic messages, and advancement in intuition. Low vibe. Lack of drive, laziness, dullness, depression, scattered energy, low libido, and aloofness. So, if you pull this card, it's a great time to actively take the steps needed to accomplish what you want. It can also represent psychic energy. Your mental projections and thoughts can manifest into real-world results. So be clear on what you're calling in. I keep freezing and I don't know why. Sorry. So now, a combination of old school, hitting the pavement, and constructive creative visualization is ideal for manifesting what you want. Your inner life force energy carries tremendous power, and when focused and projected out into the world with purpose, this is an auspicious time to tap into available intuitive energy. Quick coming bits of information, opportunities can come and go just as easily. Carpe diem. Seize the day, or the moment. In relationship dynamics, Cupid's bow is aimed squarely at you, and this can be an exhilarating time for the senses. People may be magnetically drawn to you. I keep freezing, why? If single, reach out directly or send some mental energy towards a crush and watch the sparks fly. Be aware that for some, a rush, an intensity may dissipate quickly. Better options are on the way. So, in professional life, remain focused on the task at hand. Talk is cheap. Show people with action rather than words, and they'll be, doubtly impressed. All right. If pulled in the low vibe, your personal power is waiting to be turned on. Laser precision focus is needed to move forward. That means letting go of distractions that let you check out and disengage. For some, depression, anxiety, or mania may be present and need addressing. Yeah, I totally agree with the mania. I get that, totally. Nine of Wands. Alright, looks like we are actually shedding the shadow self big time here, and really coming into our own, our fullness. Or realizing it and taking that energy and using it. So, we have the Nine of Wands. Alright, and in high vibe, we have perseverance, tenacity, grit, fortitude, determination, mental clarity, obligation, and duty. On a low vibe, we have exhaustion, lack of motivation, sorrow, mental trauma, anxiety, defensiveness. Exhaustion fits. This video is really, I don't know what's going on. I think my computer is about to update. So, achieving great heights requires tenacity, drive, and grit. You may be tirelessly grinding or up against a difficult situation. Trust that you've got the stigma to preserve you and succeed. Stay the course, even if you feel like a wounded warrior. You've put in a lot of effort to get to this point and may be wondering if you'll ever see results. This common feeling right before a big win. So there's one last mountain to climb, and the rewards are just on the other side. In relationship dynamics, you may need to reinvigorate your daily routine. Don't make assumptions about what your partner is thinking or throw in the towel before seeking clarity. Couples may have come through an arduous patch and now feel more connected. Any relationship that stands the test of time will go through ups and downs. For some, effort may be needed to renew connections and see if attraction is still present. So patience and active communication rather than fatalism will pave the way. In professional life, you may be burning the midnight oil and feeling bone weary. I love that, bone weary. My grandma used to say that all the time. The payoff is closer than you think. Stakes are high. Tap into your reserve tank to accomplish goals and meet deadlines. If overburdened, delegate some responsibilities and things will run smoother. If pulled in the low vibe, exhaustion, anxiety, and a defeatist attitude can have you spinning your wheels. Some may need a break to regroup. If you realize you're the low vibe force in your social circle or friendship relationship, this is a moment of adjustment. It makes sense. I like that. I really like that. So now we have the Ten of Wands, which is pretty interesting. I mean, really interesting. It looks like we're emerging from I don't know where, the depths of something. It's a very beautiful card. Very beautiful. Alright, so in a high vibe, we have completion, fortitude, grit, determination, accomplishment, release of burdens. That'd be nice. Low vibe, exhaustion, end of rope, loss of faith, depletion, struggle, and negativity. Alright, now, bringing projects to fruition is rewarding, but can make you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Set down any loads that aren't yours to carry. If you've recently committed or completed a major end of war, it's time to rest and rejuvenate. If not, stay the course and you'll see hard work pay off. Dynamics may be culminating. Take a look at what's ready for harvest and what never bloomed. This is the final push, a dig deep moment. Now, in relationship dynamics, things may feel a bit heavy. Both parties may be tired and exhausted. Let go of old arguments and stop struggling against what has already happened. Right? I wish we could all do that. For some, the connection has run its course. This can be challenging to process, but surrender may bring emotional relief. Now, in professional life, projects may be coming to completion and responsibilities may be weighing on you. You're up to the task and success is in sight. If you're overwhelmed, ask for help rather than microgaming. Micromanaging. Examine patterns and how they can contribute to current success or missteps. Now, if you pull this card in a low vibe, when energy is scattered, it's difficult to focus and almost impossible to manifest. So it is the right move to carry on with a stiff upper lip or let go and cut your losses. Holding on to demanding and demeaning situations that may already be over will zap your energy. So, struggling through a dark night of the soul and loss of faith can ultimately lead us to spiritual enlightenment. So this is an opportunity to course correct and attain what you desire. That kind of looks like it goes along with the new moon. So the dark moon. I don't know why they call it the new moon. It should be called the dark moon. Alright, now I have the Princess of Wands. Let me find her. Where is she? Oh, this is beautiful. We have the princess right here, and she's gorgeous. Very strong. Very strong. Younger. Not quite a queen yet. Not quite a queen yet. So, the Princess of Wands. High vibe. Attraction, beginnings, messages, optimism, freedom. I'm just making sure I'm not freezing. Focus, ambition, sexuality. Low vibe, suppressed energy, lethargy, inertia, mania, and procrastination. So this princess signifies beginning to understand how to utilize and harness your personal energy, creativity, and sexual power. They're the charismatic extrovert who always gets a great tale or shows up to whisk you off on an adventure. Often the center of attention, they're willing to share the spotlight and encourage others to shine, when they're in a high vibe at least. So this card may represent someone exploring a new path and becoming aware of new opportunities. They may be setting off on their own for the first time, or the 100th time. This princess explores where their talents lies, and may be starting a new project or acquiring a new skill set. More so than the other princesses, the Princess of Wands is also learning to harness their sexuality. This can be done in a positive way or manipulatively. You'll learn from experience what works for you. So, now in relationship dynamics, this princess is a seductress in training and a magnetic mate. Where'd I go? Dating can be exciting, but a little like playing with the fire if you're big on commitment. The Princess of Wands can open up your world if you let them in, though their interest can wane depending on their mercurial moods. They may also have eyes on more than one person at a time, so communicate your needs and be clear that you're on the same page. In professional life, be on the lookout for new opportunities and paying attention to people with advice that may prove useful. You can pull others into your orbit with a clever mind and imaginative way of thinking, but to work in a group setting, you sometimes need to rein in your passion. So, alright, now if pulled in a low vibe, exuberant personalities can underestimate their overwhelming effect on those around them. Yeah. If this feels like you, it's time to make space for others. No, that's not me. Self-focus can move you forward, but a desire to dominate or an intense self-centeredness can be draining. I know somebody just like that I live with. And we have the Prince of Wands now. Alright, he's ready. He's ready, and he's ready to go. Look at that. I love that. What is it, a dragon? It's gorgeous. Okay, so the Prince of Wands. Now we have high vibe, action, adventure, opportunities, exuberance, sexuality, attraction, and freedom. On a low vibe, we have lacking energy, low drive, scattered, manic, unreliable, and ego. The Prince of Wands represents your fiery life force energy. Applied confidently in the real world, they follow their creative whims and know that passion is one of their greatest assets. It can lead to the direction of a fulfilling career. So the card, this card may signify a creative, inventive person, like Basquiat, keen for adventure and willing to take risks. If they had a motto, it would be, it's better to burn out than fade away. I love that. Intense focus and expenditure of energy are needed. So exploring without a set plan can lead to brilliant discoveries, and it does, as well as land you in a few tricky spots. So stay driven and grounded to separate fantasy from reality. Have fun, but don't forget to focus on long-term goals. So sometimes the Prince of Wands can represent a playboy, playgirl, party animal type, up for any escapade thrown their way. Wow. They may come out of nowhere, draw you in with just a look, and offer what you've been craving. In relationship dynamics, this calm, charming, sexy suitor is sure to make you feel magical and desired. A wanderlust mentality may be present. So if you're looking for commitment, make sure to communicate your needs and listen carefully to their reply. I like that one. In professional life, things can move quickly. In your excitement, don't overlook the details and fine print. It's not difficult to win others over to your way of thinking, but be sure to give them a voice. Opportunities are available when you put your best self on display. Logic and intuition are a winning combination. Love this. So if you pull this in a low vibe, you may be caught up in the moment, letting responsibilities slide. It could be burnout or apathy, or possibly motivated by jealousy. So control issues may have you erupting in anger at others. Anxiety and or manic behavior can lead to dysfunction. You need to rejuvenate. Harness your inner strength to find direction and purpose. Rejuvenate before it's too late. Zsa Zsa Gabor's book. Alright, now we have the Queen of Wands. She's the matured woman that has come into her sexuality, and she reminds me of Hecate. This really reminds me of Hecate. She is holding, let's see, well, there's flames around her. She does remind me of Hecate a little bit. Gorgeous cards. Love these. So, Queen of Wands now. High vibe. Desire, will, lust, sensuality, creativity, and manifestation. Low vibe. Lethargy, depression, self-loathing, lack of power, mania, and repressed sexuality. So this queen doesn't run with the wolves. They are the wolf. Passionate and sensual, they possess a strong life force energy. They're comfortable in their own skin and champion individuality. So embracing and nourishing emotional, mental, and sexual well-being is a part of their strength. Honoring personal power has gotten them far. If you pull this card, you may have had a series of well-earned successes and feel on top of your game. So if representing a maternal figure in your life, this queen engages emotionally and energetically with their loved ones. They encourage self-expression and keep their wards scheduled with various artistic and athletic activities. In relationship dynamics, your light is shining bright, and many moths and butterflies may be drawn. For some, a sexual liberation reconnects you to a partner, or may put you back on the dating scene. So you may feel a strong attraction to a new and mysterious lover or friend after a period of dormancy. And get the full story before committing, as they may be playing the field. Ooh. In a professional life, things feel electric. Your idea, or your next idea, may be the very thing that moves a current project forward or lands a big payday. Advocate for yourself, but don't force others to your way of thinking through aggressive behavior. This is an ideal time to send out a resume. If you're looking for work, your energy is flowing. I like that. If pulled in a low vibe, often we're taught to make others comfortable at our own expense, and we can expand energy on dead-end situations. Suppression may cause frustration, stagnation, and or depression. When out of balance or in their ego, this queen may become energetically overwhelmingly or experience intimacy issues or sexual dysfunction. They can be a not-so-great friend, unable or unwilling to provide the same level of support they expect of others. Very interesting. Now we have the King of Wands, and he's pretty different too. I love this. It's gorgeous. So we have the King of Wands. I don't know if you guys can see that. Maybe. There we go. So, alright. So this is the last card of the suit of Wands. Alright, now on a high vibe, we have confidence, energetic, creative, dynamic, charismatic, inspiration and leadership. Low vibe, depression, mania, low self-esteem, inflated ego, passivity, disconnection, and directionlessness. The king represents a fascinating, action-driven individual whose exuberant energy is contagious. I have one person that I talked to that I recently started to talk to that's energy is contagious. So, where did I go? Persuasive with words. There's something alluring, almost dangerous, to their seductive charm. They can adapt to the energy around them and use it to their advantage. If you pull this card, you may be manifesting something that has felt out of reach. There's a momentum around you. It's a great time to meet like-minded people who inspire you. And now, if representing a paternal figure in your life, this spontaneous king is fully engaged and encourages others to work up to their potential, mostly through positive reinforcement. A sense of humor helps them appreciate and nurture individuality. In relationship dynamics, a sexy, life-of-the-party charmer. I know one of those. May have recently walked into your heart. A little bit. They also may prefer to play the field and be slow to commit. Blah. But once they do, they make an attentive, passionate partner. Okay, that makes sense. Some may be reconnecting with a current love, while others begin dating after a time out. In professional life, your ideas can catch on and play off big, so be on alert for opportunities. This card may represent a boss or mentor who can provide inspiration when needed most. Maybe they have a fondness for their own voice. Who likes their own voice? Oh God, no. But there is something to glean from them. Now, if you pull this card in a low vibe, this king may give off mixed signals, appearing flighty, unreliable, or reckless. A frenetic or manic energy may overwhelm loved ones. For some, recent disappointments may cause low energy, depression, anxiety, and a general loss of hope or faith. Now, an intervention is needed before self-involvement or narcissistic behavior undermines your hard work. Those are some pretty intense cards. Wow. So tomorrow we will move on to the cups, the suit of the cups. And I mean, all of these cards are just completely amazing. I love them. So that is the end of the suit of wands, and I can't wait to start using these and utilizing these, you know, in my work. So, all right, guys. Well, let's see. All spell work is going for you guys. Your spell work is going to be amped up tonight for the full moon, or the new moon, or the dark moon, not the new moon, the dark moon. Gustavo, yes, fire energy. So this is all about you, with, I mean, general, so people can take what they want from each card that I read from. But yeah, it's really head on, or spot on with, you know, everything that's going on with the, you know, the spell work and everything that we've been doing. So, you know, and shadow work, and, you know, since it is the new dark moon, I hate new, and I don't like new moon, I like dark moon. It just sounds better. So yeah, I like those cards. But alright, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. So happy Witchy Wednesday, happy dark moon. Do your yeah, stuff. What are you guys doing? Let me know below. I'd love to know. So love you guys all the way from Venus, always, all the way back down. There we go. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And thank you guys for all your amazing comments, everything that you guys contribute to this channel. You're all amazing. So I love you guys very, very much. Be safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.